Hi class, welcome. Today I'm going to give you a presentation on Git and GitHub. You need to know Git and GitHub, of course, just to be a programmer, just to get through this class. I use GitHub Classroom to push all your assignments out to you. You need to know how to connect to it. If you're an experienced GitHub user, that's great. You can probably skip this, but please help out the students that are using Git and GitHub for the first time. It can be a little overwhelming until you get some practice in it. Okay, so if this is what you're starting, download the Git and GitHub Setup PDF that I have on Module 2. Here's the notes for the directory structure that we're going to create. First thing you need to do is to create a GitHub account, and then within that GitHub account you'll create a remote repository. We'll name that my new repo 05 or something like that, whatever I haven't used yet. Then you need to download and install Git on Windows. Just do a search for Git download and you'll come up with this. That's how you get Git installed on your machine. You're also going to install a Linux shell called Git Bash, and it just makes programming easier. There are a lot of Windows tools that allow you to do these things that I am showing you how to do with command line with Git Bash. When it comes down time for your programming interview, the interviewer is going to expect that you understand command line essentials, and that you don't use a user interface to get to GitHub. That's just the way it is. So anyway, that's what we'll be doing. Is using Git Bash. We'll create some directories. We'll create our public-private key pairs, and then we will clone our repo that we've created, and then we will commit and push some changes that we've made, and that will be the end of the demo. Okay, I'm on step 2 of the instructions. I have them on paper here, but you have them, I'm sure you have them that look like this. So I'm on 2. Create a GitHub repository named my new repo on the GitHub website. All right, so here's GitHub. This is my home page, if you will. Click on repositories and then click on new. I'm going to create a new repository. My GitHub account is named dmole. Yours will not be named that. And I'm going to name this my new repo 05, and that's available. This is a demo for spring 23 classes. All right, keep it public, add a README, that's it, create repository, and ta-da, it's done. The README file, you can open that up and you can add stuff to it. This is an add to the README markup file. Markdown file. Okay, that's it. Oh, commit changes. There you go. It's going to give me a green commit. Wonderful. Okay, we've created a repo called my repo 5. Let's go on to the next step. Download and install Git on Windows. It's here, get-scm.com. Follow the instructions here for that. Once you've done that, you will start Git Bash. Git Bash is really nice. Here's Git Bash. Let's start that. And you can see I'm in a little Linux window. Understand some Linux commands here. pwd, print working directory. I don't want to be on P. That's like a network drive. I don't know why it goes to that. I want to change directory to C, thank goodness. And then I want to make directory. I'm on step 5. I'm on step 5. Well, in the C directory, create a directory called my git dir using git bash. Okay, so make dir my git dir 02. Okay, because I already have one of 01. ls-la. Here's my git dir 02. Okay, so I just made that. I'm going to move to it. cd my git dir 02. Okay, and ls. I don't have anything in there. I'm fine. All right. I'm on step 6. Git init. Good. A hidden directory was created. You can see it there, the .git. So this is Git enabled. All right. So now I'm on step 7. Create a public-private key pair for my new repo. So here go. This is all there is to it to create your public-private key pairs. SSH-keygen switch TED 25519 switch capital C, and then in double quotes your name. Your name is not demold. Do not use that. This is your GitHub credential. Okay, whatever you used, the email address you used to sign up for GitHub, that's what you do here. Okay, enter the file, and again, see, this is a good demo. It gives me P here. I don't want P. I want it, for goodness sakes, I want it in C. And then, yeah, I want it to be put in my git dir 02. I have to give it a name, my key. That's it. No for those. Good. I'm on step 8. I have my random art image. Okay, so now I have my public and private keys. ls-la. See, there they are, my key. So that's going to allow me to communicate with SSH to GitHub. Wonderful. So 9, copy the public key to my new repo, your remote repo on github.com. Okay, so I have to copy the public key, and I have to create a public key on my repo. So how do I do that? Let me take a step back. So at this point, I can use Windows Explorer to go to my Git directory. You can find it here. Here's my Git 02, and you can see here I have the public keys right here, right? I mean, it's just a directory, and it's just a file. We can look at those. We can look at those with Notepad. It's just a hash key. open here. Sublime Text should do it. There we go. So this is our public key. This is what we want to copy and paste. We could do it from here. I suppose we could do it from here, but I'm going to show you how to do it from Git Bash. Okay, so cat means output my key dot pub for public. Okay, there's my public key. Now I carefully select everything, and then I right click and choose copy. I've tried other non-mouse ways to do this, and I haven't been able to get it to work. So we have to use a mouse. All right, let's go to a repo down here. So I'm on step 9. I did C, now I do D. Go to GitHub, find settings, security, deploy keys. Click on deploy keys, add deploy key. We'll call this public key. This is optional. Anyway, I still, within my mouse, I have copied my public key, right? So with my mouse, now I right click and paste. Ta-da! So make sure your public key looks like this. Allow write access, yes, that would be helpful. And add key. Ta-da! You're done. Okay, so that was step 9. Now we go back to Git. Remember, Git is on our local machine. That's on our computer. GitHub is in the cloud somewhere. So when I say tell Git, that means you have to go to your your machine, which is right here. This is on my computer, right? And so what directory am I in? I'm in my Git-dir02, so that's cool. I'm just going to do number 10. I'm going to create SSH agents. Sounds like a exciting thing. It's not. So eval, double quote, $. You got to be exact with this stuff. SSH -agent space -s right paren double quote, enter. Good. You make sure you see that the agent PID, it's going to be not 1892, but some 4-digit, mostly 4 digits is what I've seen. Okay, and then we have to add it. SSH -add. I'm on 10A, lowercase Roman numeral 2 here. SSH add space, and I want to say where my private key is. So here's my private key, right? Because it doesn't say .pub. And where is it? It's in my Git dir02. So I have to tell my operating system that. So C, even though I'm in that directory, I still have to say it. My Git dir02. All right, and what's its name? Its name is my is case sensitive, like this, my key. Okay, good. So 10 was done. Validate your new installation with a clone. So now we go back to GitHub and we copy, go to our repository that we just created, click on code here, and see where it says SSH, stands for Secure Shell. This is how we're connecting. We're not connecting with HTTPS. We're not connecting with GitHub CLI. We're connecting with SSH. So choose that one. Okay, these are all different. It needs to be SSH to work. Use a password protected SSH key. Yes. If I click this little these little squares here, it's going to copy this to my mouse, like I like to say. Okay. And then I go back to Git, and here's my command: Git clone, and right click paste. If you take the time to examine this, you'll see some things here, right? I mean, you don't have to, it's not like some long hash key that has to be copied. It is going to be your name and then the name of the repo.git. That's all there is to it. But when I do this, okay, now I've got my repo cloned. Great. And you can see it's my new repo 05. So my new repo 05 is just a directory, right? So here's my directory. Hardest thing is finding it. See, my I can't make this larger for you. So my Git-dir02, here's my new repo. It's just a directory. And all that I have here is a README file, right? So let's change something. Matter of fact, let's change this README file. Let's open it with Sublime Text. This file was changed, okay? This file was changed. File, save. Okay, so I just changed this file right here. So it's changed on my local machine. It's not changed on my remote machine. Let's do something else. Let's add a program, like program that I just completed for CIT 63 or 95 or 66. I'll say it was this one. Let's copy that, and find the directory we were in. Right click and paste. Paste. Just paste. Okay, good. Okay, so we've copied our put our program in there. If we had our IntelliJ, our IDE connected to put our output into a known directory, like my new repo 5, it will be fine. Then whatever changes I made, I would have to make sure that I got them committed and pushed to GitHub. But anyway, you'll see how this actually works. So we made changes to our local repository, right? And now we need to get those changes, post those changes to our remote repository. Okay, so how do we do that? 12, validate your new GitHub connectivity with a push. So ls-la, we have to go to the directory. So cd my new repo 05 -la. Okay, and notice our files here. So README was changed, and then we added this hello world01.java file. Okay, so let's. I'm on 12 now. We want to, in your local Git repository, this directory, run the Git bash commands. The first one is git add dot. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about this slightly alarming message here. And then git status. That looks good. See, the README, the Markdown file README was modified. So, Git understood that, and it's going to be hopefully pushed up to the cloud in a second. So here's our commit. This is what we get a nice green square for, and this is a commit message. You have to do the single quotes. Good. And then finally, git push switch u origin main. Make sure it's main and not master. Master will not work. Used to be master, now it is main. Okay? So now 13, go to GitHub and validate your push. So here's GitHub. You have to click on it to refresh it. And oh, look, here's hello world is there now. And let's open up README. This file was changed. That wasn't there before. And specifically, we can see when it was changed and by whom. Anyway, our repo is up to date. Okay, so do that a few times. Get comfortable with setting up your SSH. Like I say, there are other ways to do this. You can do HTTPS, but it will ask you for a password. It will what else was the annoyance? Oh, it will give you an alarming message about your email was going to be published or whatever. Anyway, the SSH works fine. You only have to set up the SSH when you do a new repository. I realize when I'm sending out like multiple GitHub Classroom assignments, you're going to have to do this for each repository. Yeah, I get that. It's going to be a little work, but I promise it won't be too bad. Okay, guys, if you like this video, tell me, or if you need more help, if you need one for Macs, for a Mac, that would be fine as well. I'll do that. Otherwise, this will conclude this video, and I'll post it for you.